Golden years on Bougainville, more memories. My time on Bougainville commenced June 74 and ended December 88, with a short break after the first 3 years. The number of views of the Golden Years video suggests the subject is of interest. Here are more scenes from that mainly happy period. I will try and avoid images previously used. Bougainville Island lies 6 degrees south of the equator, just north of the Solomon Islands. Camp 6 on the beach and under the coconut trees was a special place. Meals were provided 3 times a day in the dining hall. There was a wet canteen if you wanted a beer, and the open-air cinema showed evening films. The huts and our laundry were looked after by camp staff, so away from work you could fill your time with music, reading, swimming, or the above. Parties happened occasionally, and for the most part the place was pretty harmonious. People lived in dongas, during construction 16 per donga, and later 8 per donga, and even later 4 or even 2 per donga on Millionaires Row. The people of Arawa and Panguna made great use of the Camp 6 beach. The beach also featured reefs and colourful reef fish, so it was great for snorkelling. The water was of pleasant temperature, so a midnight swim did not chill you. The married quarters, originally built for married senior construction staff. In later years, families living in Arawa and Panguna could apply for use of the small houses there. Most weekends the area would be full of children, and it would be a great place for a swim or a barbecue. The married quarters featured open-sided BCL party structures. Visitors of married quarters could use the Camp 6 dining hall. This area also featured the International High School, the Sub-Aqua Club, sporting fields, and was the location of the popular Christmas party. A little further down the coast was the popular Lolaho Sports and Social Club, a great place to spend the evening. Before satellite TV arrived on the island, it had a very large rear projection TV. We would go there for a tasty feed and to watch a movie. After that there was the filter dryer and port facilities. Between Lolaho and Arawa, there were several coastal villages and also the Tonavu mission station, shown below. These places could only be visited if you were specifically invited. Arawa town was formerly a large coconut and cocoa plantation. The plantation was only sold very reluctantly. Many of its buildings were reused by the government. One of its largest structures became the base of the Arawa Little Theatre for many years. Here we see the start of Arawa town. The houses arrived in large boxes as seen above. There were accommodation camps just for the workers who built the town. While I was there, Arawa was constantly expanding. Whole suburbs were built and the generous spaces between the original high-set houses were filled with hundreds of duplexes. Sing-sings were popular events and provided extra colour to our lives on Bougainville. Arawa Island was a special place in an already special place. Early in 1974, there was a special visitor who was honoured in Arawa with a sing-sing. Bougainville had quite good schools. In Arawa, the primary schools were named after the town's rivers, the Bovo and Topekas. Originally, Topekas was to be the international school, but after the company and parents made improvements there, the education authority changed its mind and decided to keep that one. Bovo became the international school and remained that way. It was open to all fee-paying comers. I believe Topekas was free to attend. Panguna got its international school after one of the former accommodation camps was closed. Originally, high school students were flown to Australia for education, but later a high school was set up at Lolaho, near the Maori quarters. Some students attended there. Within my limited knowledge and experience, I have tried to capture all Bougainville things that I'm aware of, especially those that were not covered in my other two videos. If interested in those, please click on the links at the end of this video. As stated at the start, I have tried to only use fresh images. This was difficult at times, but I hope the result is watchable. I have deliberately excluded the project sad ending, as to most of us it is all too familiar. I took most of the pictures, but not all. If I have borrowed some of yours, please forgive me. You can borrow some of mine if you like. It was not done for commercial purposes. I have subscribers, but never request donations or allow advertising. Sadly, time has not been kind to all my pictures, hence the funny colours and grainy pictures. I've tried to group the pictures together to make a narrative. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. I have lots more videos. Most feature recent travel adventures or DIY projects. Bob Jackson.